thanks for coming back for the 5th and final chapter. I don't know how long this one will be. Actually, it might be a kind of a short one. So, went ahead and added some hardware, parts and pieces. Some on there, like that roofy part, those vents, made one look older, one look newer. Just painted it with some thinned acrylics and different shades, and some pan pastels, rusty pan pastels. So there she be. Now I'm over here working on, gotta finish that one, working on these parts, gotta finish that one. The glue's drying on a lot of this stuff yet, so this is kind of cool, just a little junk pile of stuff. So working on painting those up using little tiny brushes and just a variety of stuff I just grab off the workbench. More acrylics, more washes, more weathering powders and pen pastels again. So got this cool little scale. Doesn't really stand up very well. Kind of cool. Because in this hardware store, you can buy a bucket of nails and by the pound, throw them on the scale, and pay in that fashion. So, alrighty, well, I'm going to get on. I got to get through the porch part. Haven't even read the little directions on how to do that yet, so let me read that stuff and get that put together. Alrighty, here's this little porch thing. Not painted yet, and doesn't have any stair steps on it yet. These were peel and stick parts again, but I did use glue on them because the thing is very fragile. So instead of relying on the adhesive, which didn't seem too extremely sticky this time, so I figured I'd just glue it together. And the kit doesn't seem to have any parts for stair steps. Fortunately, I have a lot of strip wood and pieces of scrap wood in my little scrap box back there, and I'll just make some, measure and cut and stick on there. Then there's a roof that goes over the front door here. And basically all they gave me was a piece of wood. So it would look kind of silly if I just stuck it on and glued it onto the wall above the door, and it was sticking out without any kind of supports. So I put two little tiny holes here and cut two pieces of, I think, 26 gauge wire. I can use as support. That will have to be bent down and glued into the wall to make it look like there's something holding the roof up from falling on the guy's head that walks out the door. So, alrighty, let me get this painted up, get these steps on here, and we'll go from there. Be back shortly. Alright, well, I stuck the roof part on there. Those wire supports, tried them, didn't work out very well. They just weren't stable enough, and it was too hard to glue and keep it glued. So I'm going to try something different with some wood going on the underside. But other than that, I took a brush like this. I don't know if you can see how fine that is. It's a fingernail art brush. Some flat black paint. Got some patch lines. There and there. There and there. This brush is great for that kind of stuff. What else? Added another two signs, one on each side. It says clearance 10 feet, which I had in my stash. And I thought, oh, that'd be cool. I wonder if that's 10 feet. So I used my scale ruler, and believe it or not, it was exactly 10 feet. Oh, what the heck, that's cool. I mean, I could have put 9.5. Nobody would have known the difference, but this is the only ones I had that had any kind of clearance. I guess it was off some bridge kit or something at one point. So, but dug them out of the stash, glued them on there. The porch steps. Cut some stair treads to go on there. Got to weather this up some. Add a little dirt. These things are about done. Just need to do a little bit more dry brushing to bring out some colors. Hand truck and a cool little scale back there, and these crates of something. They have something molded into them. It looks like eggs. Well, I'm pretty sure we don't sell eggs at a hardware store. Well, who knows these days? But I just made them look like something metal. And then some boxes. Working on these. They're almost there. And I don't know if they'll end, all this stuff will actually end up with the kit once it's on the layout. It depends on where the building will be situated. I'm not 100% sure of that yet. And how to properly display this stuff. But then I have other stuff. So I have that flowery box right back there. That's just packed full of parts and pieces of stuff I've painted over the past couple years. Stuff that isn't on my finished part of the layout. So I have all kinds of stuff. So these will probably just end up getting tossed into there. And it's like a little grab box. So when I detail a scene on the layout with the surrounding scenery, stuff will look more appropriate and more part of the scene. So don't know what's going to be saved. I'll probably keep that, definitely the scale, probably the hand truck, maybe the boxes. This pile of junk, I don't know. That could go like on the back and in a bunch of weeds or something. Or a pile of dirt. Who knows? Alrighty, so what's next? I'm going to get it into a little something different. So hang on, and I shall be right back after I get set up. So here it is. Just check that out. Look at that fine branch structure. Could be trimmed a little bit, shaped. You could glue more pieces on there and maybe make a bigger tree. Cut it down, make little small trees. Use it for little bases for shrubs and bushes. And what is it, you may ask? Just what is this? And it even smells good, too. Well, it's this. A cinnamon broom. Just look at all these dead trees we could make. For the very expensive price of $1.99. Found this at a thrift store the other day. And thought, oh, what the hey, let me experiment with this a little bit. And it does make your whole workshop smell very nice. So here's the whole thing. It's got some real big, thick things that could be used for falling down trees or tree stumps. Man, a lot of possibilities with this, I think. So I'll experiment with it for parts on my layout here at some point. But I just wanted to show you that. So probably wondering what the heck that had to do with this Bar Mills build. Nothing really. But it's pretty cool, I think. So that's a wrap. We're going to call it, I'm not doing anything else to it. Could always do a few things here and there if I so choose or so get around to doing something else on it, but I think it's good to go for now. Got a lot of other projects to get working into and more filming to do, but I think it came out pretty well. There was a couple strange issues that seem to occur with bar mills once in a while. Requires me to have to get my brain cells working to kind of figure it out. But the bracing, again, from the very beginning is just a pain in the butt. The past 2 kits I've done with these guys not matching up with the instructions whatsoever. But easily fixable. That's good. And I think that might be more of a theme in their older kits, such as this one. I've built a couple of their newer ones. I forget. I think that Fire Company. It's over the completed part on my layout. I think it's Smoky Hill Fire Company is the name of it. I don't remember having any problems with the bracing and the instructions and stuff with that. So, just might be these older run kits that require a little bit of thought. And there's like a couple steps in the instructions that could have been added that just weren't there and kind of assumed that you knew. So, but all in all, I think it'll make a nice addition, especially once landscaped. Truck parked under there, a couple workers more running around, doing nothing like most of the plastic people in my town. Lazy bums, them guys. So, I appreciate it. I'll finish this up. I want to say thank you very much for suffering along with me. My eyeball is about fixed. So thanks for the comments. People asking how my eye is. It's fine. About 95% cleared up. Doesn't look so horrific anymore. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Hit the thumbs up button icon. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when more stuff comes up. So thank you for everybody that does subscribe. That's awesome. Fair amount of you now. I think 730 some, 40. I don't know, somewhere around there. That's just amazing to me. Never thought this hobby within a hobby would take off like it has. So I do appreciate it. That's awesome. And it's very cool. Tell your friends, share, whatever you got to do. It's not a money-making venture. I'm not asking for sponsorships. I'm not going to model railroad manufacturer companies and having them send me stuff so I can build it and do a review on it for them or anything like that and get free stuff that way. No, it's just for the fun. Maybe give some new tips and tricks to people that have been around in the hobby for a while that may not have thought of something, and help out newer people in the hobby that are starting out and want to learn how to do various things and at least learn the way I do them, which isn't always the way everybody else does it. I might be a little weird sometimes, but it's fine. Whatever makes you happy. If it works, it works. So I always say my way is not the only way. There are plenty of other ways to do about everything that I do. So gives me pretty decent results, and it's happy, and I learn something every single time. I don't know how many zillion kits I've built, plastic, plaster, wood, resin even. Done a lot of different styles and types, and I learn something every single time from every kit. And it's just what makes it fun. So, thanks again. I appreciate you. We will catch you on the next round of videos. I don't know what I'm going to be into yet. Might be some more scenery work stuff. Another video. Somebody is asking about maybe a tutorial sort of on how to do landscaping or basic landscaping, I should say. So maybe I'll do something like that. I'll think about it. Catch you later. Bye.